This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions.
I was out here smoking on that swagger dash after my shower, drinking me a little water. And I was watching TV, well, YouTube TV, YouTube basically. And I saw that Trevor Ariza, one of my former teammates, man, Trevor Ariza, uh, unfortunately, is going through a nasty divorce. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate that he going through this situation. But he played great defense on the court, but apparently he couldn't defend himself from his wife. Apparently his wife his ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife, does not have a job. He said, well, these dudes never learn. When you retire, she won't look at you the same. Yeah, that's why I never would think about getting married while I was playing. I'm like, I don't even know you like that. I don't even know your home tendencies. You so used to making the decisions without me around. As soon as I come around, stopping your ebb and flow, it's going to automatically bring conflict. She's used to playing that role that you are trying to come back and take over. Not gonna happen. She's not gonna relinquish that. So a lot of these girls just try to get the bread from you and just go get another dude to just fill in your spot that's just gonna listen to her. It's sad, man. A lot of these guys just don't understand. You gotta wait so you can see if you can build a real relationship with somebody. Or don't get married. Shit. What's the point of getting raked over the coals just to say you've been married? These jokers, man. The man paying this woman $14,000 a month, and then allegedly he got another baby that he paying $10,000 a month. I think he's paying the other wife another $4,000 a month. I think he's paying her $14,000 a month in spousal support and another $4,000 in child support currently. And then this other girl is getting $10,000 in child support. So that's $28,000 in support every month before you pay your car note, before you pay your mortgage, before you do anything. 28 bands in support. That is a lot, and that's how people go broke. With no income coming in, with no more income coming in except dividends probably, and I'm sure that right there is eating through his dividends. So now he's going to have to tap into his savings in order to pay bills, which is a recipe for disaster. So you're talking about Trevor has a $18,000 a month mortgage on his house. So before he pay his $18,000 a month mortgage, uh, he has to pay 28,000 for the children. So that's a lot of overhead every month. And I'm sure some of you smart people can do the math. 28,000 and 18,000. That is a lot of money. His bills got to be close to 50,000 because we're talking about just the mortgage and child support. We're not talking about food. We're not talking about travel. We're not talking about insurance for the cars. We're not talking about none of that. You got to add in all the rest of that good stuff. You got to add in food. You got to add in the lights. You got to add in water. You got to add in all that other stuff. You just talking about just to keep the house in your name. Yeah, you can't. That's just the mortgage and child support. That's the bare necessity. So I got his monthly payments being about 50 grand.
Let me jump in real quick. Trevor Ariza made over $116 million in the NBA, and now he's in court asking the judge to lower his child support. I agree with KWAME Brown, this is nuts. But at the same token, Trevor, you gotta stop picking gold diggers. Choose better next time, bro.
When you tally up the supports with the mortgage plus, the whatnots, the groceries, the clothes, the insurance for the cars and the houses, it gotta be 50 grand. Easy. If you have kids, don't have any more. So you're talking about 45 to 50 grand a month in overhead before you pay any bills. So that's why I say people become slaves to their money. They become slaves to their lifestyle. Because you don't have to have an $18,000 a month house. You know retirement is coming around the corner. You can downsize, or you can go ahead and start purchasing a turnkey property or something that's going to give you that residual income that you can continue on this lifestyle. Because if you don't get a job or get something that's going to bring in some revenue, some large revenue, so you can counter, losing that NBA contract. When you lose an NBA contract, you lose, dang near 95% of your income is the NBA contract. You got some dividends. Some guys got some other businesses outside of the league, but 95% of their income, boom, kapoof, completely gone.
Trevor Ariza, once a respected 18-year NBA veteran and 2009 champion with the Lakers, is now in court pleading poverty despite earning over $116 million during his career. Just 2 years after divorcing his wife, Bree Anderson, Ariza claims he's broke, living off dwindling retirement savings, hasn't filed taxes since 2022, and now reports a shocking negative $230,000 bank balance. He's asking a judge to lower his child support payments, saying his monthly expenses, including an $18,000 mortgage, over $4,000 in auto expenses, and nearly $30,000 in combined child and spousal support, are unsustainable without any steady post-retirement income. While Ariza owns around $8 million in assets, including property, stocks, and a car collection, he says it's not enough to cover his ballooning financial obligations. Meanwhile, Bree is fighting his motion to reduce payments, claiming she hasn't received support since April 2024, despite receiving a $664,000 lump sum, luxury assets, and $10,000 per month in child support as part of their January settlement. And here's the twist. Ariza now has full-time custody of their son, providing school, meals, medical care, all of it, while Bree allegedly maintains little to no contact, especially with their son. She's reportedly focused on keeping their daughter while blocking Trevor's access. So how does a mother demand child support for a child she doesn't even care for? That's the million-dollar question. This case is spiraling into a cautionary tale, not just about divorce, but about the financial fallout athletes face after fame fades. Ariza's story is a brutal reminder. Success on the court means nothing if you don't plan for life after it. Whether Bree blew through the money or not, the numbers don't lie. No job, no backup plan, and an ex-wife fighting to keep checks coming even when custody has shifted. In the end, Trevor's biggest opponent isn't on the hardwood. It's life after basketball. And right now, he's losing